Hi, I'm Julie with Becky Lewinski from CarePatrol here again with a 2x2 challenge. Today I am visiting with Becky Black from Elderwood, and she's going to share a little bit more about some of the special programs and things that they have going on at Elderwood. Welcome, Becky.
Thank you so much for having me, Julie.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you. And, from this perspective, Becky has been primed. She knows that she's going to be asked two questions, and she's going to have 2 minutes to answer each one, which she has a lot of information to pack into that. So I do want to mention that there will be links down below in the comments if you want to learn more about the things that she has talked about today. So please go and visit that stuff as well. So, Becky, our first question is, what is your role and what do you want to share about your programs at Elderwood? What do you want to focus on for us today? Tell us a little bit more.
Great. So my role at Elderwood is business development manager, and I support specifically Bassett Park, which is an assisted living, and St. Gregory Court, which is our memory care. But as all of us at Elderwood do, we support whoever we need to. We're very blessed to have basically be able to help anyone that needs any kind of placement because we have all levels. But I will focus a little bit more right on St. Greg's because I think memory care is important for us to talk about. We at St. Greg's, we're a full memory care facility. It has everything needed, neighborhood settings, a dining room that is set up appropriately for those folks that have cognitive decline and need, different kind of setups. We have appropriate programming for them, and we also have dementia training for all of our staff that we do right here in house. A couple extra things that we do that I think are good to highlight is, and we're really blessed to have Julie to help us with that. We do a memory cafe, which actually brings in folks from the community into the building to come and have an activity, kind of like a respite activity for an hour, hour and a half. We provide a snack, and Julie provides an activity for them. And it's really great for them, their caretakers, to have a little bit of a break and talk to other people who are in the same situation. That's been a great program. We've had a lot of great traction with it. And most recently, we're starting with Julie, which again, we're lucky to have a family support group. So we're going to host that. We don't have timing down, but our first one's coming up in December, and we're inviting our family members of residents here to that so they can, maybe learn about how to communicate with their family better, how to get through the holidays with their loved one that has had cognitive decline. We see every day communication issues with families and their loved ones that have cognitive decline. Obviously, that's very common. It's not. It happens because their reality is a little different than ours. So we're really happy to be able to do that, and we're going to continue to do little things like that to help those folks that do live here and their families.
That's great. So you hit a lot on how you actually support through St. Greg's and these different programs for people living with dementia and their caregivers. That's fantastic. And I'm so grateful to be part of that along with you guys. Now, can you share a little bit more? You mentioned all levels. What are some other things, right around the Williamsville area that you guys are doing in regards to supporting the different levels of care that folks might have?
Yeah, so we have, well, technically four buildings, but three assisted living level buildings here in Williamsville. We have Bassett Park, which is one of the ones I support, which is a great gem that we're hoping more and more people know about. Very simple building. That's how I like to describe it, but at a really great price point. So some folks that maybe, have some financial challenges can still come and have a nice place to stay and be cared for in the assisted living level. We have our village at Williamsville building, which is a beautiful building right in the heart of the village of Williamsville on Main Street near Union. And that is more of an apartment style, I would like to call it. It has same level of care. It's assisted living with an enhanced license. So people can come there and get appropriate care for their whatever they need. But mirrors more of where they're coming from. So if they're coming from home and, want a 1 bedroom instead of a studio, or we even have 2 bedrooms there, which is great. It just feels more like a transition from home to an apartment with care versus like to an assisted living. And it's a beautiful building, and it shows very well, and it fits exactly into Williamsville, the village of Williamsville. And then we talked about St. Greg's. So St. Greg's is 70 beds of dementia unit, and they are it's all secure. It's broken into 2 different buildings. Or 2 different, I'm sorry, sides of the building. That's not true. And it was recently remodeled about 3 years ago. So it's beautiful. It feels very hotel-like to me, which I like that feel. It's clean and crisp and new, but we're able to help residents with whatever they need, in terms of if they have dementia and their caregiving and whatever level they need. And we also have our enhanced license here. So all 3 buildings in Williamsville can support an enhanced level of care, which is great. And that really ranges for whoever that is. There's some clinical things that would include, and then also physical needs. If people are a 1-person assist, we can help with that, which is great because they can stay at all of those buildings and age in place before they might need the next level of care.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Looking at this and supporting individuals with dementia, there are many people that have dementia diagnoses that are living in traditional assisted living and not in memory care. So there's a lot that you can learn through looking at the different resources with Elderwood. So again, as part of this 2x2 challenge, we're trying to bring awareness to different programs and things available to individuals living with dementia and their families, helping to support them. So please take a look in the comments, click on some of those links, learn more about Elderwood, and reach out if you have any questions. Thank you, Becky, for being here today. We appreciate everything you do.
Thank you, Julie.